Our frigate has safely arrived at the chosen planet. Their technology is primitive, and thus they failed to detect us entering their atmosphere. We are currently cloaked above their planet, known locally as Earth. We will begin the search on 07 July 1909, Earth time. The search was a success. The scout ship that we sent to Earth has found and abducted the perfect specimens for the task. 2 human beings, middle-aged, 1 male, 1 female. The male was more resilient and protected the female. We assume they are mates. We will introduce them to the prince once they have calmed down from the ordeal of being abducted and come to terms with their fate. It seems the female subject and the infant prince have developed a bond. We placed the subjects in the prince's quarters to see how they would react to each other. It was the male who first noticed the prince, sleeping soundly in his cot. The male told the female, who seemed to be amazed at the young prince. After a while of studying him, the prince awoke to the face of the female subject. They stared at each other for a while, until the female stroked the prince's face. The prince gurgled happily, and held the female's hand. The male seemed uneasy about developing a bond, but the female was reassured. The male was soon won over, and the subjects began taking care of the infant prince. After about 300 ticks, the subjects were removed and taken back to their cells. We are assured that they will raise the prince well. We have had no need to report on the welfare of the prince and the subjects for a while now, due to his raising seemingly going smoothly, but it seems things were not going as well as we had hoped. First of all, the male subject has escaped. We are as of now unsure how he escaped and where he went, though we have a fairly good idea he attempted to return to Earth. The mooks are looking into this case, and we hope to have a report back from them soon. Secondly, the prince's upbringing has been deemed a failure. The male and the female subjects appear to have been raising him as their own, not as an outsider as we assumed they would. Due to this, he has developed certain emotions we thought we had long been rid of, such as care and love. The female subject was too kind on him. We heard her singing a sort of lullaby to calm the prince down and get him to sleep. Contact between the prince and the female has been broken. We will most likely never have a need for her again. Thirdly, the prince seems to have learned the language of the subjects, English, a human language. We have forbid him from ever speaking in their tongue. We have, however, learned some useful information from this female subject. Due to her teachings of English to the prince, they were able to form some kind of communication. The prince told the female subject about his sleep terrors in which he claimed he could see a vortex. In the center of the vortex, there appeared to be a group of beings. The prince claims they are human, though the subjects may have clouded his vision with their humanization. The shapes, he claims, are robotic in shape, which contradicts the shapes possibly being human. However, he swears that 3 sound like males and 1 female. The female sounds like she is crying, while a repeated phrase from the males is shouted followed by some other unidentifiable phrase. More information is needed from the prince. The investigation continues. We have made a breakthrough in the disappearance of the male subject and the prince's sleep terrors. It appears that, without our permission, the male subject was studying our psychic powers. The female subject claims she knew nothing of our powers or of her mate studying them. We do not trust her at all anymore, but if she can aid us in the prince's sleep terrors, we may pardon her and allow her to return back to Earth. On the subject of the sleep terrors, we have identified the beings in his dreams. 2 are of no significance. However, the female and male appear to be highly skilled in psychic powers, similar to adolescents of our race. We believe them to be descendants of the escaped male subject, though confirmations are few and far between. After some research into the sleep terror, we have a theory. Many races came to the birth of a prince. Many left gifts. Some we are still unsure of what exactly they are, but it could be possible that one of the races left what we believe is called the Opal of Enlightenment as a gift. The opal, it is rumored, has the ability for its user to see into the future. Is it possible that the prince is witnessing an assault on Earth by his future self? At the moment, this theory is simply speculation. As of the vortex, we doubt we will discover what it is. Another dimension? Possibly, but then again, it could be anything. The prince is still being questioned about this ordeal. The theory was correct, and possibly. We have located the Opal of Enlightenment. It was hidden in one of the prince's favorite playthings. Strangely, it looks nothing like an opal. It is more of a sphere, with a strange light inside. It has been confiscated and there is an, as of yet, unofficial experiment being conducted on it. The Opal of Enlightenment has been a great asset during the research going into it. Whilst experimenting on it, we have been able to predict what events will occur, when, and where. Because of the Opal's power, no one other than the discovery team and the experiment team will know of its existence, bar some exceptions. The prince's therapy is going well. He has lost feelings for the subjects, and he seems to have lost the ability to speak in human tongue. The female subject will be disposed of quietly. She has outlived her usefulness. The day has finally arrived. The prince has come far since when he was a youngling. The therapy and strict training mostly helped. I'm sure the king and queen would be proud of him. Today the prince will begin his assault on Earth. It has been a while since we ever spoke of Earth and humans around him, in case something resurfaced. He now has a feeling of hatred towards all other inferior species, but mainly humans. Soon, there will be no more. The prince has decided to take his best army of starmen with him to eradicate the human scum. Today is the day every universe will remember. The day that Prince Gigas, the cosmic destroyer, took out his first planet, Earth, and all of its inhabitants. Hail, Prince Gigas.